I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're speaking with author Frank J. Barrett, who has published a book that is lifting the secrets of judicial corruption in Illinois. It is called Lot One. It is a true story. It is based on his interaction with the judicial system and his fight to keep his home. We're delighted to have Frank J. Barrett join us today on Spotlight. Thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel. Frank, thanks so much for being our guest today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure, my pleasure. This is an incredible story. It's a family's fight against the corrupt judicial system. Tell the folks, give them an overview of what Lot One is all about.
Here's the cover of the book, Lot One. The 6 years of criminal conspiracies, fraud of byline banks, Attorney Scott Kennedy, 6 years of fraudulent foreclosure, 5 years of fraudulent bond to court, and 5 years of fixes by a Cook County judge, Edward Robles, to fraudulently deny Lot One ever existed. To fraudulently deny they caused the foreclosure because they did. Lot One is in the legal description of our mortgages, and they still fraudulently denied it ever existed. Six, all to make thousands of pages, years to make Lot One go away. You can't fix it. They had a Cook County judge fix the legal assistance. Our properties were $580,000. The mortgages were $400,000. It's an office in Cook County. It's a mixed-use building, Westchester Medical Center, and our residence. Properties were $580,000. The mortgages were $400,000. Well, why would they want to refinance our mortgages when they caused the fraudulent foreclosure? They tipped their hand. 5 months that they were going to do that. 5 months before our notes were due, I started to refinance someplace else. When Byline Bank found I was going to take and refinance someplace else, boom, 7 months to try to cause the fraudulent foreclosure. They caused the fraudulent foreclosure, got into court with 5 years of frauds upon the court. They further denied this one building, the two separate buildings on lots 206 and lot 207. There is no lot 206 and not the 207. For the 5 years, they're fixing everything they possibly can. Robles fixed everything he could lay his hands on. These are 20 original Cook County property tax bills for our one mixed unit on Lot One. Robles fixed all of these out of existence. I say they don't exist.
Amazing.
December of 2022, I've had it with these clowns. I filed a counterclaim for $5 million. Evidence that he claimed survey Lot One, the warranty deed Lot One, the legal description of Lot One, the records of the Cook County assessor Lot One, records of the Cook County treasurer Lot One. Here's Robles' answer on January. However, even if it had met pleading standards and filed by 3/5/21, the court finds that the proposed counterclaim is factually unsupported by evidence, produced and legally deficient. This motion fares no better than the original proposed claim. Therefore, the defendant's motion is denied. I don't give a damn about evidence. I'm a Cook County judge. I can fix anything I want. If I say Lot One doesn't exist, then Lot One doesn't exist. That was January 11th. I filed back an answer. This is the stupidest fix in the history of Cook County in plain sight for all to see. They made one building, the two separate buildings, and I haven't heard back from them. Then I get a call from your Adam Spencer. Mr. Barrett, they fixed what? They fixed our Cook County tax bills out of existence. You can't do that. They fixed what? They made one building, two buildings. You can't do that. I said, Adam, rather than waste my time and yours, why don't I send this to you? Adam called back the next day. Mr. Barrett, they fixed your property tax bills out of existence. They're on the Cook County Church's website. They fixed one building into two. You got pictures. He asked me, he says, what is the media in Cook County doing about this? Absolutely nothing and never will. I got the call from the media. Mr. Barrett, we all know what they do, but I can't promise you a story. In Cook County, you have to have a picture of the judge taking the money, a tape recording of what he would say, and a canceled check. Attorneys like Kennedy never have to worry about 1 second about the FBI, Department of Justice, or the media in Cook County. Not 1 second. A Cook County judge can whatever fix they want, and never have to worry about the FBI, the justice media in Cook County, if you haven't got a picture of the judge taking the money. I actually had one of the fearless journalists ask me, "Give a picture of the judge taking the money?" Then Evan Spencer called. In Illinois law, any attempt to commit fraud upon the court vitiates the entire proceeding. Any order procured by fraud is void. It's axiomatic. Anything fraud vitiates everything. Can I prove that they fixed Cook County Judge Robles? No, I haven't got a picture. Can I prove what he fixed? Oh, yeah. When this goes public, and it will with the book and then with you, any party that lost a contested foreclosure in Robles' courtroom is going to be screaming bloody murder. He must have ever heard. Any party who lost any foreclosure in Chancery Court is going to be screaming bloody murder. There is an army of foreclosure attorneys in Cook County. They will outspend you. They will paper you to death and slice you into little pieces because judges always rule for the big. You can't fight a fraudulent foreclosure. You can't fight any foreclosure in Cook County because of the judges. And then Adam called. That's why I said Adam's like manna from heaven. Adam called us at the exact time we needed him.
Amazing.
As I mentioned to you, my wife found phrase for all this along the way.
Who's in possession of lot 1 right now?
We're still here.
Yeah.
They haven't come back since January 11th. Like I said, I filed the brief. This is the stupidest fraud upon the court in the history of Cook County, and doing the evidence, everything that I told you, and he can't. How can he overcome when I've got the picture of the stupidest fix in the history of Cook County? We still live here. They've been trying this this has been hell for 6 years.
Yeah.
They destroyed our life, the living terror at night of what they could do to my family. But the Lord has given us the strength to make it through every day. As I mentioned to you, my wife had a phrase. Fate whispered to the warrior, "You cannot withstand the storm." The warrior whispered back, "I am the storm." I am the storm because I got a friend in Jesus. The Lord is my shepherd. Whom shall I fear? Not these clowns.
Yeah.
The Lord, not these. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than the bankers, the attorneys, the judges. What I am saying is their arrogance makes them stupid.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're delighted you're shedding light on this problem, this corruption in Illinois. The name of the book is Lot 1. It is written by Frank J. Barrett. It is his own personal story of dealing with a corrupt system and fighting it for years to hold on to a property that he says is rightfully his. And we will.
I hate to correct you. You're missing one thing. It's an evidence story.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is not he said, you said.
Right.
If I say something, I prove it. If they say something, they can't prove it.
Exactly.
They say they have pictures of 2 separate buildings and 2 separate lots.
Amazing. It's an amazing story. We can't wait for the book to come out because we will be riveted by it, and we will be happy to put some sunlight on this so people can see the dark side of Cook County, Illinois. Frank, thanks so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
My pleasure. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.